Jesus freaks here. Took a while to get the spoons to come out of here because I just wasn't feeling it. Now, I don't think I'm going to have a serious issue anytime soon, but I am starting to see some small scratches on the screen of the phone, real small scratches right about, on the joint. Like, yeah, I can mitigate this. I can start using it like a normal phone instead of like the gimmicky one it is. It is a gimmick, and it costs like a gimmick. I got it third hand. And I burned that bridge. So, just in case, I'm probably going to want to look into possibility of getting something roughly comparable. But I don't think I'm going to need it before I have the money for it. I just have to make sure. Last year, money I had set aside in December, money I got for Christmas, money I got in January, money I almost would have used money I got for my birthday if that were necessary. But it wasn't. But that allowed me to not have to pinch too hard to buy my new air conditioner. And it looks like I might have to do something similar this year just to get a new used phone. There's no point in me spending money for a fancy phone. But I don't want to give up being able to play Fortnite on my phone. So, I'm basically thinking, unless anyone knows any other comparable phones. I did a little looking up earlier, like a few months ago. Apparently the Galaxy S20 is basically this phone without the gimmick. So that was what I had in mind. But those phones still aren't cheap. Even a used one's running around $200. Now that's not out of the question, like I said. I just have to save for it. It's certainly not impossible. Just figure that it's probably a good idea to be ready before I need it. There was actually one point that I was caught with my pants down, so to speak, and had to buy a replacement phone. Fortunately, at the time, my cell phone was my secondary, not my primary. Unfortunately, at that time, the phone I had, which was a Samsung Intercept, you might know this was Android 2.2 phone with a slide-out keyboard. 424 by 240 display. And a 240p camera. So that's what we're talking, what I had for years before I entered the modern world. With that said, like I said, I'm thinking I want to keep something more or less on the same level. I do have a couple old phones, but the 3G, and they turned off the 3G network, so they're only really usable as, you know, well, mini tablets or mini cameras. So but like I said, catching a problem with enough time to spare and, you know, trying to deal with it before it becomes serious. It shouldn't be that bad. So I'm not particularly worried. Just mildly concerned. Jesus, freak out.